The Blackonomics $1 Million Club was started in 2004 after I made a trip to a school in Mississippi called Piney Woods. You went there. All right, good. I was invited down by Dr. Beatty after he read an article I wrote, and I went down and stayed a few days, lived, right there on campus, and met a lot of the children, ate with them and all of that. And I was so impressed that when I got back home, I said, what can I do? It's always about doing. And I thought about the story that Dr. Beatty told me about Dr. Jones, who started the school. He went on this program called This Is Your Life. Those of you who are my age know what I'm talking about. And Ralph Edwards was so impressed with the school that he asked his viewers to send in $1 apiece to help Piney Woods School. This was in 1954. He raised $750,000. Let me say that again. $750,000 in 1954. I thought about that and I said, well, this is 2004. We ought to be able to raise $1 million for Piney Woods. So I'll write a column and I'll send out an email to ask everyone to send in $5 to Piney Woods. We ought to be able to get 200,000 folks to send in $5. Unfortunately, we didn't get the $1 million, but we did get a significant amount of money sent in to Piney Woods. Envelopes kept coming over a period of months to the school because I would follow up with them. And from that point, I said, well, maybe we can turn this into an institution. Named it the Blackonomics $1 Million Club. And I asked people to sign up on my website. Just put your email in. That's all you had to do. And I was looking for 200,000 people so that from time to time, say every 60 days, we could put out a call to support an organization or a cause or a museum or a school that we value. Not to wait on someone else to designate an organization that we value, but we determine what we value. And we would send $1 million to that school. How simpler could that be? $5 or more, and most people did contribute more than $5, but a minimum of $5. And my hope and prayer was that, hey, in about 30 days, we'll have a couple of 100,000 people sending in money. Didn't happen, hasn't happened yet, but we're still encouraged. We are revisiting the Blackonomics $1 Million Club right now. Trying to come up with a committed group of brothers and sisters who will follow through and do what we say we're going to do. So I'm in the process of doing that now. But thus far, we have supported nearly 20 different organizations and causes around this country, simply through an internet program, a simple internet program that says, look, when you get an email, it'll tell you where to send the money. It'll say, it'll give you the address and anything else you need. You just go and put a check in the mail or whatever in the mail. Send it to them. No middleman, no administrative costs, no nothing. Just send the money. And a lot of people did that. And we helped them. The first school after Piney Woods was Marcus Garvey High School in Los Angeles. And since that time, we've helped you went? Well, come on up here with me. Wow. Oh, he went to Piney Woods and he went there. We've helped you a lot. But we've helped the Joseph Little's school that Amafika retired from this year in West Palm Beach. We have helped several museums, the Harriet Tubman Home in Auburn, New York, the Harriet Tubman Museum in Cambridge, Maryland, a couple of schools in Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia and Detroit. We even helped a brother here in Atlanta who runs a school in Nigeria. And he was so thankful. He came to our meeting in April last year and thanked the group because we were able to give him enough money so that he could buy some equipment and some furniture for that school in Nigeria. So we also helped the William Mayo Fund that I talked about in that article I told you I wrote about William Mayo, who's been incarcerated for 16 years right here in the state of Georgia for something he didn't do. We've done a lot with a few folks, relative few folks. Again, we're still looking for 200,000. I don't think that's insurmountable. I mean, I believe we could do that if we would just do it. All we have to do is do it, right? So we're still working on it. I'm proud of those who are in the BMDC, as we call it, Looking for more? Again, you go to blackonomics.com, put your email in the box that says email list for BMDC, and you're a member. No charge, no membership fees or anything. It's just a commitment. That's what we need, a commitment to help our own organizations, the ones that we say are valuable. And if we care about Harriet Tubman so much and we invoke her name, oh, Harriet did this and Harriet did that, and we won't protect her home in Auburn, New York, we won't support her home in Auburn, New York with our dollars, what does that say about us? So, we really have to get serious about things like that. And I believe in things that are basically very simple for us to do. Because if we can get the simple things down, then we can elevate to the more complex issues. The Sabre Academy, for instance. I tell people in Fort Wayne when I go, they should be so proud of this school in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The whole city should be, the whole country should be, but especially that city. And I'll be back up there on the 24th speaking, so I'll reemphasize that. But, we could help them through the Black Economics $1 Million Club. They should have a fund of unencumbered money that they can do things like to travel and things like that. So, that's on us. If we value one another, we value our children, and we value our organizations and everything, then we should prove that by giving our money, giving our time, and other resources to these organizations that we say we value. And it's not just about the organizations, as I said. It's about causes like William Mayo, who's here in the state of Georgia. And anything else that we determine, as Brother Almafika said this morning, this is ours. So we can do what we want to do. We don't have to ask anybody. We don't have to be validated by anybody. We don't have to be accepted or loved by anybody else. But we have to love ourselves enough to do the things that need to be done to elevate ourselves. So that's what the Black Economics $1 Million Club is about. Not only do I ask you to sign up, I ask you to tell somebody else to sign up. Now, it's not a panacea. It's not going to solve all of our problems, but it's a piece to the puzzle. So if you haven't signed up, just go to my website, blackonomics.com, put your email in the box under the BMDC, and you're an automatic member, and you'll start getting emails once we get the organization restructured again, because I really want to find out who's really in. I have a list of names. You would not believe how many there are. But when I send out the notices to send money, not everyone does that. So I just say, look, if you don't want to participate, take your name off. That's fine. Nobody's forcing anybody to do anything. So I ask you to do that, and I ask you to spread the word, because we can get this done if we would just help one another. The last school that we funded was another Marcus Garvey school in Oklahoma City, Dr. Kevin McPherson, who's in Gambia right now. So we have the wherewithal and the resources to do those kinds of things to help one another, and I really believe strongly that we should do it, we must do it if we're going to advance.